You have reached Red Steele's House of Toy Collector Review. I'm your man, Red Steele, and today I'll be reviewing from Transformers Legacy Evolution, Leo Prime. Transformers Legacy Evolution Leo Prime. Before I get to the actual review, just want to go over some of the spectacular details on this packaging. Up front here, I have a display window showing you both the figure and all its accessories inside. On top of the packaging here, you have the Transformers Legacy Evolution logo, and next to that you have a QR code. And once you scan that QR code, it takes you right to a website where you can read Leo Prime's text spec. Then in front of the packaging here, in the corner, you have the 8+, which is the age requirement for this figure. Near the corner here, you have the Takara Tomy Transformers Generation logo. Alongside here says Transformers. In the middle, you have this beautiful illustration of Leo Prime in his lion mode. Over here it says Maximo Leo Prime. Below all of that, you have the Transformers Legacy Evolution logo. Corner here, the Hasbro emblem. Next to that, Voyager class. And over here, it says it is from plastic-free packaging. Then inside the packaging here, you have two more beautiful illustrations of Leo Prime in his robot mode. Then on the other side of this packaging here, you have a beautiful montage of the Transformers in Transformers Legacy Evolution, starting with Breakdown, Armada Optimus Prime. Below that you have Tarn. Next to that you have Leo Prime. Below him you have Needle Nose, Crosscut. In the center you have the Dinobots and the Junkions. Over here it says this is from plastic-free packaging again. And over here you have the Transformers Authentic logo. Then the back of the packaging here in the corner, you have Transformers More Than Meets the Eye. Over here you have Maximo Leo Prime. And below that you have all the figures features such as Leo Prime in his robot mode, Leo Prime in his lion mode. Over here you have Evo Fusion. Down here you have 35 steps. In the corner here you have the Hasbro emblem. Transformers Legacy Evolution Voyager class Leo Prime. Leo Prime was released on February 28, 2023 with the suggested retail price of $34.99, and he was available at all major retailers. Leo Prime was released along with the other Transformers Legacy Evolution Voyager class Wave 1 figure, Tarn. Leo Prime is a Beast Wars 2nd inspired figure that converts into his lion mode in 35 steps. His accessories include 4 missile blasters and instruction. Leo Prime stands 7 inches tall, and he is meant for fans ages 8 and up. Now I'll go ahead and convert Leo Prime from his robot mode all the way to his lion mode. But the first thing you want to do before you transform into your Transformers, you want to remove all their weapons and accessories. I'm going to take his blaster, put that off to the side. I'm going to do that to the other one. This blaster and put it off to the side. This first step of the transformation, you want your Leo Prime all the way around. You got this lion head right here. You want to slightly pull it out just like that. This step number 2, this backpack right here. I want to take this backpack and flip it up just like that. This is step number 3. On the back of the forearms, you have these paws right there and right there. You want to flip these paws all the way down just like that. Go and do it to the other side. Take this paw and flip it all the way down just like that. This is step number 4. You have this headpiece right here. You have this back piece right here. You want to go and rotate it around just like that. Do that to the other side. Take this back piece now and rotate it around just like that. And this is a little tricky right here, because for step number 5, you have this piece right here. And what you want to do is you want to rotate everything so it comes up just like that. What they want to do next is take those paws that you flipped down earlier on and flip them back up. You get this paw right here. Then what you're going to take this paw and flip it right back into the forearm, just like that. Go and do it to the other side. Take this paw here and flip it right into the forearm, just like that. This is step number 7. You have this chest piece right here. You got a hinge joint right there and right there. You want to go and flip open this chest piece, just like that. Go and do it to the other side. Flip this chest piece open, just like that. This is step number 8. You have Leo Prime's head right here. You want to go take his head and flip it right into his chest just like that. Then step number 9, you have this piece right here. You have a hinge joint right there. You want to go and flip this whole piece down just like that. Because step number 10, then what you do is take this piece now, rotate it up just like this. Because step number 11, you want to go ahead and take that chest piece now and close it up just like that. Step number 12, you want to turn Leo Prime all the way around. You have his fist right there and right there. You want to go and take his fist and flip him up just like that. Go and do it to the side, take that fist and flip it up just like that. So step number 13, want to turn Leo Prime back around again. You have this chest panel right there and right there. On the inside you have a hinge joint right there and right there. Take the chest panel and bring him in just like that. Go and do it to the side, take the chest panel and bring it in just like that. Because step number 14, you have this arm piece right here. And where the bicep meets the shoulder is a swivel joint. You want to take this arm piece and rotate it in just like that. Go and do it to the side, take this arm piece and rotate it in just like that. Then step number 15, you have a hinge joint right there and right there. You want to bring this whole piece and bring it up just like that. Go and do it to the side, take the chest piece and rotate it up just like that. Then step number 16, you have this leg piece right there and right there. You have a hinge joint right there and right there. You want to take this leg piece now and swing it out just like that. Do that to the other side, to this leg piece and swing it out just like that. This step number 17, you're going to bring this leg piece down just like that. Going to the other side, bring this leg piece down just like that. This step number 18, and this is a multi-step step. You have a hinge joint right there and right there. Inside the form, you have a porthole right there and right there. And on the bottom of the head, you have a peg right there and right there. You want to make sure everything swings up so that form goes right into that tab just like that. Go into the other side, take this hinge joint, swing it up so that form goes right into the head just like that. Step number 19. Get the chest panel right here and right here. You have a hinge joint right there and right there. We're going to flip this first chest panel in just like that. You'll notice there's a couple grooves right there and right there. This other chest panel has a couple tabs right there and right there. We'll flip that in so that all meets in the middle and everything tabs right into place just like that. Step number 20. We'll turn Leo Prime over. You have this piece of the main right here, the hinge joint at the very top. You want to flip that up just like that. Go and do it to the side, take this piece of the main and flip it up just like that. Step number 21. This whole piece right here and right here, there's a ball socket joint right there and right there. You want to flip it down just like this. Go and do it to the side, take this piece and flip it down just like this. And step number 22. What they want to do next is you got a tab right there, you got a porthole right there. You want to flip this piece back so it tabs into place just like that. Go and do it to the side, take this piece and flip it back so it tabs into place just like that. This is step number 23. Get that piece of the main right here. Let's go and bring that back and tab it in place just like that. Go and do it to the side. Take that piece of the main, bring it down, and tap it in place just like that. This is step number 24. Get this leg piece now. Let's go and rotate it forward just like that. You want to make sure you hold this piece in so it doesn't untab. Do that to the side. Take this paw now and flip it forward just like that. Step number 25. You want to turn Leo Prime all the way around. You have these leg pieces right here. Middle of the thigh, you have a swivel joint right there and right there. And what they want you to do next is take the leg piece and rotate it around just like that. Go and do it to the side, take that leg piece and rotate it around just like that. So step number 26. What they want you to take this leg piece now, and at the knee here you have a double jointed hinge. I'm just going to bring this leg piece in just like that. Go and do it to the other side, take this leg piece and bring it in just like that. So step number 27. You have this foot right here. You have a swivel joint right there. They want you to go and rotate that foot just like that. Go and do it to the side. Take that foot now and rotate it in just like that. This is step number 28. You get this heel piece right here. You got a hinge joint right there. Just going to flip this heel right into the foot just like that. Go and do it to the side. Take that heel piece and flip it right into the foot just like that. This is step number 29. I want to bring this whole leg piece now. Bring it down just like that. Go and do it to the side. Take this whole leg piece now and bring it down just like that. This is step number 30. You have this back panel right here. you want to bring it down just like that. Because in step number 31, you're going to tab that back panel in to the back just like this. This is step number 32. Get this whole piece right here, then I want you to bring it up just like that. This is step number 33. You have this tail piece inside. Then you're going to bring this tail piece in just like that. This is step number 34. Then you're going to bring this whole back piece down just like that. Then the 35th and final step, you have this final panel right here. Then you're going to bring this final panel down and tab that right into place. And now you have Leo Prime in his full lion mode. Now they have Leo Prime in his lion mode and on my display table, so we'll go over some of his play features and accessories. First by talking about his blasters. He does come with 4 blasters. He has 2 of these shorter blasters with a little 5mm peg on the bottom here. And he also has 2 longer, skinnier blasters, but these blasters have little tabs right there and right there. In order to arm Leo Prime with these blasters, you need to flip out parts of the main. Get this top piece right here that are hinge joints right here and right here. You take one of these panels, you flip them out, and it brings out the other one, and exposes 2 portholes right there and right there. You also have 2 more hinge joints right here and right here. And you get this panel right here which is pegged into place. You want to go ahead and unpeg it and flip it forward just like that, and it exposes another porthole right there. You want to go and do that to the other side, to this panel, flip it forward, get that porthole right there. You want to go and grab the smaller of the 4 blasters. You want to plug them right in the top just like that. Do that to the other smaller blaster. Take that one and peg it right on the top porthole just like that. Next you want to go and grab the skinnier, longer blaster, that little tab right here. You want to make sure that corner of the tabs go right into the corner of the portholes so they fit into place just like that. Go and do it to the other side. Grab this blaster. Make sure that the corner of the tabs fit right into the corner of the pegs right here. And now you have Leo Prime armed in his lion mode. Pretty cool play feature. And a very unique play feature for a lot of the Beast Wars figures is you can store your weapons while they're in their beast mode, which is really, really cool. And that was kind of like one of the first of the Transformers toy line. Beast Wars went ahead and went above and beyond, and you're able to store your weapons on your figures. And you do that by flipping this panel back, and these blasters go right into the main just like that. Unfortunately, you can't do that with the bottom blasters, which is very rare amongst this toy line, because the original Beast Wars Leo Convoy, which is what this figure is based on, you can store all 4 blasters in his main. Because unfortunately, this blaster is held on by a porthole which pegs right into place in the side. So if you try to swing this panel back, that blaster gets in the way. So you do need to unpeg this blaster, free up that porthole so it can peg right into place, just like that. Go and do it to the other side. Take this blaster, unpeg it, swing this panel back and tab it right into place just like that. And now you have Leo Prime with his blaster stored while he's in his lion mode. And unfortunately you can't store these 2 blasters while Leo Prime's in his lion mode. But I'm going to put those off to the side. So I want to go over some of Leo Prime's features. And one feature that kind of bothers me is his eyes right here. You get these pupils. They're unpainted, so they kind of look lifeless, because it looks like it's part of that main mold. So maybe they perhaps put the faceplate over the main, and the pupils were part of the mold right here. Because it is molded out of a gold plastic. And unfortunately, you get the panel that flipped out earlier for the weapons. That's also molded out of like a darker yellow or goldish plastic, so it doesn't really blend in. Because the back part of this main is actually painted. In the original figure, the entire main was painted out of a gold metallic plastic, and as you can see, you got different degrees of luster from all parts of the main. Because the gold part of the plastic does have a dull luster, but this one has kind of a shinier luster. It's kind of stinks that they didn't paint the whole main, but it's very forgivable because this is a mainline figure, and that's probably a cost-cutting measure. The claws are painted out of that gold plastic. The tail is molded out of a gold plastic. Very, very nicely done figure. Transformation's very similar to what you got from the original figure. And let me go ahead and bring in my Leo Convoy, because in Japan I always thought it was Leo Convoy, but it's Leo Convoy because that's what it says on the box, which I do have on hand. Kind of show you guys. And this figure is actually part of the regular Beast Wars line, because right here, as you can see, you got Transformers, Beast Wars. You don't have Beast Wars 2nd or Beast Wars 2. That was the name of the anime series, because I found out later on. Now, I've owned this figure for a very long time, and I did get him brand new, and he's been sitting in my storage unit for a very long time. So I mean, like with the time that it's been sitting in storage, it kind It aged a little bit. No yellowing, which is very nice. But as you can see, as I mentioned earlier on, the mane is gold, painted out of a gold plastic, which is very nice. You get this tail right here, which kind of blends with the mane, but it is not molded out of a, or it's not painted out of a gold metallic paint. It's molded out of a gold plastic, which I'm not sure if the technology is kind of gone by its wayside. I know like there's that gold plastic syndrome, which I think that's maybe why they got away from molding it from this gold plastic. And I'm not going to risk breaking this tail, you know, just to demonstrate how brittle this plastic is. But it does blend in really well with the mane right here. And they kind of did the same thing with this figure, you know, but I'm not sure why this gold plastic is different from this gold plastic. And it makes it more prominent because this is painted back here. But like I said, that's very forgivable. And these figures side by side, you know, look very different because, I mean, his eyes are painted in, which I don't know why they went away from, like, perhaps just painting his pupils, or maybe just molding the whole face out of one color faceplate. Like the eyes could have been molded from the same mold as the faceplate, and they could have just painted in the pupils. And they went away from doing it. I don't know why they decided to do it this way. But the main detail is nicer on the Legacy figure, because this one here was very gimmicky. I mean, some of these panels flip out as the weapons, just like as do these, but these blend in a little bit better. But there's a feature right here where parts of the mane kind of flip out like that, and I think the bottom part of the mane also flips out. And you push this little trigger right here, and this mane spins around like a little buzzsaw, which is really cool play feature. And I know they're releasing a 40th anniversary in Japan with this mold, but they're retooling it so they're going to reincorporate that gimmick in that mane, and they're also going to paint the mane gold and the pupils in. So they are fixing whatever shortcomings this figure does have. But this figure nonetheless is very cool. It's a very nicely done figure. And I don't know if I really got into the backstory of this toy line, because in Japan, when they run the anime series that's based on a toy line, it usually runs weekly, and it runs through the span of the full year, and they do a big reset for the next toy line. Well, in the United States, when they run a toy line that's a cartoon series that's based on a toy line, their seasons run daily, 5 days a week, and usually they run episodes halfway through the season, and then they rerun the reruns for the other half of the season. Well, in Japan, they don't do that, so they had to fill in the Beast Wars series with a series that they had to create in Japan, which was Beast Wars 2, where Leo Convoy kind of comes into place. And after that series ran its course, they went back to the CGI series and continued on the stories between Optimus Primal and Megatron, which the Japanese were a little confused because they went back and forth with that, because later on, when they ran out of those episodes, they went to Beast Wars Neo. So it was kind of a weird continuity in Japan. But nonetheless, it worked, and I'm so glad they released this figure. And I felt that the U.S. audiences were really like left out when they did not release a lot of the figures from that toy line, because they came out with some superb figures for that toy line. But I'm going to put this off to the side. I'm going to rotate him around so you can see what he looks like from all angles. I picked him up from Hasbro Pulse, and he was in I believe the outlet section. So he was still available at a very, very reasonable price. He wasn't really available on shelves too long. I did not see too many Leo Primes on shelves. So this is the whole distribution thing that was going on for a little while, where some waves were not really brought out, you know, and they were either in short package, or they were skipped altogether. And Leo Prime was that assortment, along with Tarn, because I believe him and Tarn came out in the same wave, but you barely saw this figure hit shelves. Prime in his robot mode, and on my display table, I once again want to go over some of his play features and accessories, first by talking about his blasters. And these are the two skinnier blasters, ones with the tabs on the bottom right there and right there. According to the instructions, there's a way to store these blasters while Leo Prime is in his robot mode. You do that by turning Leo Prime all the way around. You get this backpack right here. You want to go and take this backpack and lift it all the way up, just like that, which shows you a couple portholes right there and a couple tabs right there. On this long blaster, you have that tab right there, you have a porthole right there. You want to make sure that this tab goes right into that porthole. You want to peg it right into place, just like that. Do that to the other one. You have this tab right here. You want to make sure it goes right into that porthole. And at the same time, you want this porthole to go right into that tab. So I'm going to go ahead and make sure everything's all lined up. Push it right into place. and it's a little bit difficult to do. And now I have both blasters stored on his backpack, so I'm going to flip that backpack down just like that. But the next accessory I want to go and bring in are his other two blasters, and those are the shorter ones with the peg. And you store it pretty much the same way you did when you stored these blasters while he was in his lion mode. You go and you grab these two panels right here, you flip them up just like that. Take that peg right there and you plug it right into that porthole on the very top, just like you did with the lion mode. Go and do it to the other side. Take the other blaster and plug it right into that other porthole at the very top, just like that. And now you go ahead and you flip that right into place, and now you have Leo Prime's weapon stored while he's in his robot mode. And there's many ways to arm the Leo Prime, so I'm going to go and pull his weapons out again from the shoulder right here. Flip that back into place. And I'm going to go and take this and take these weapons and unpeg them also, because you could also arm these two little blasters, the 5mm pegs, as normal blasters in his fist, because each one of his fists has a 5mm porthole, which is pretty standard with a lot of the War for Cybertron, Legacy, and Studio Series figures, which is really, really nice that they did that. And there's another weapon that you can arm this Leo Prime with, is you get these little gold pieces right here, which flip out, and they form like a claw of sorts, just like that. Going to the other side, take this, flip it up just like that. Now you take this paw now, get this ball socket joint right here, you go ahead and bring it out just like that. So it looks like he's got like little weapons right under his arm. Do that to the other side, take this paw piece and flip it out just like that. Because you have these panels right here on a hinge joint, you want to flip those out next, just like that. Take that panel right now, and I'm going to go ahead and flip that out just like that, which exposes a porthole right here. So now you go and grab the long skinny blaster here, and much like you did earlier on in the lion mode, you take that tab, you want to line it up so the corners meet with the edges of the tab, and you just push it right into place just like that. Go and do it to the other side, take that blaster and you push it in just like that, and now you have your Leo Prime fully armed in this robot mode. Pretty cool. You got the blades right here, but I'm not really a big fan of this way of arming Leo Prime, so I'm gonna go ahead and fold everything back into place, because I want to go ahead and take these blasters, untab them, flip this panel back up, because there's one final way to arm your Leo Prime, and this is kind of the way I like doing it, because that's how my other original Leo Prime arms itself, and that is by putting the blasters in the main. So you take these long skinny blasters, that little tab right there, you get that slot of porthole right there, and you go ahead and just plug that right into the main just like that. Do that to the other side, take that blaster and just plug it right into the main just like that. Next you want to go and flip those panels back out again, which exposes those two portholes on the very top. You just go and plug those blasters right into those portholes just like that, and just like that. And that's the way I'm probably going to display my Leo Prime, because that's the way my Leo Prime looks from the original Beast Wars series, which I do have on hand, do a side-by-side comparison. But as you can see, there's a huge scale difference between the two figures. I mean, I do have to give the Legacy version Prime it, because the robot mode looks much more cleaner, much more proportional, looks much nicer, and has lots of points of articulation. Not that this version doesn't. And this one is still, it's brand new, but it's old at the same time. I mean, I bought it brand new, I displayed it and put it back in this packaging. So I mean, this is a 20-year-old figure. It's just that it's been in this package all this time. So the joints are nice and tight. It's a very nice figure. But do a side-by-side comparison now that I see it, because I felt for a while this figure did not need any updating. And I almost forgot to mention that you have this panel here. I believe this is a Matrix or something of sorts. I don't really recall, but I haven't watched the series in a long time. But you also have that feature with this figure too, with there's a hinge joint right here. You can flip this panel open, and it exposes a Matrix of sorts, where you can plug in a blast effect if you really want to display him with a blast effect, which is really cool. But I think this is a power feature where it was a weapon or something of sorts that he used to blast out of his chest. This is probably one of the few primes where you don't have a removable matrix in it, and I'm not sure if this was meant to be like a matrix. That's kind of a cool feature. But I do really like this version in robot mode much better. And even in lion mode, his lion mode's much nicer. And later on, they are going to re-release a 40th anniversary figure where they're going to bring in some of the gimmicks, where they're going to color in the pupils, which is one of my gripes about this figure in Lion mode. They're going to paint the mane, and they're going to completely paint out the complete abdomen area from what I hear. It's going to be a retooled figure where it has that spinning gimmick. I don't know if I showed you guys that earlier on, where you push that button and all these parts of the mane like spin around like a buzzsaw. But they're going to try to incorporate that play feature in this figure also. So this figure was kind of rushed a little bit because they didn't incorporate all those play features, but I know like a lot of the Kingdom figures that were based on Beast Wars figures had a lot of gimmicks where they had, you know, like little buzzsaws and squirting features, and did not incorporate that in Kingdom. Maybe they carried that on into Legacy, but they figured, well, a lot of the Japanese fans with the original figure enjoyed a lot of the original play features, and they really demanded that they put those play features or reinstated them in this version of Leo Prime. But nonetheless, this Leo Prime is a fantastic figure. I mean, the original is great, but I do enjoy the Legacy version a little bit more, and that's pretty hard because a lot of the Beast Wars figures were excellent the first time around, and for them to re-update them for Legacy, it was either a hit or miss for me, and this is a hit because this figure is fantastic. But I'm going to put this figure off to the side, and I am going to rotate him around so you can see what it looks like from all angles. But if you guys found any of the information in this review valuable, please like and share this video. Also, if you really enjoy my content, please subscribe to my channel, and while you're there, click the bell to be notified of any future videos. I want to thank you guys for watching Steele's Awesome Toy Collector Review. I'll check you guys out next time.